Hi everyone, and welcome back to She's in the Kitchen. So for today's video, I will be sharing with you guys this super delicious recipe. I'm super excited to share this recipe with you guys because this meal was such a staple in my household. This is my own version of chicken Tinga Tostadas. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. So if you guys are ready, let's get into it. Ingredients: tomatoes, onion, garlic. Now this is completely optional. I am going to be using serrano peppers. You do not have to use it. It is not necessary, but it just gives it more of a kick, and that's what I want for my chicken tinga. So I will be using a serrano pepper. Chipotle peppers. For my seasonings, I will be using salt, cumin, oregano, bay leaves, chicken bouillon, tostadas. I will be topping off my tostadas with some sour cream, some shredded lettuce, and an avocado. And last but not least, you will need some chicken breast. Now, I know these are more ingredients than I'm typically used to using. Making a good Mexican meal has a lot of ingredients, a lot of seasonings, and it does take time, a lot of time and love. And this is one of my favorite meals, so I definitely want to make it. However, I do have to say, if you want to cut your time almost in half making chicken tinga, I highly recommend for you guys to get a rotisserie chicken and then just shred that up. That would cut a lot of time in half, and it also just tastes so good as well. Okay, to a pot, we're gonna add some water. Okay, now we're gonna turn on our burner to medium-high heat. To the water, we're gonna add onion, bay leaves, and the chicken breast. Now we're going to cover our chicken. We're gonna let it boil for about 30 minutes.
All right, so it's been about 30 minutes. It's time to check to see if the chicken is done. Chicken looks like it's pretty done, so I'm gonna remove the chicken from the hot boiling water. And just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna go ahead and use the thermometer to ensure that the chicken is thoroughly cooked through. And it looks like it is. In the same pot of water, we're gonna go ahead and add the garlic, serrano peppers, and tomatoes. And one thing that I did forget to mention is when you're boiling your chicken, you will see a white film that's going to form. Make sure that you use a spoon to remove that. And now with the tomatoes and the serranos, we just want to make sure that we boil them until they're nice and tender.
All right, it's been about 5 to 6 minutes. I'm going to turn off my burner. And it's time to check the tomatoes and the serranos. We want to make sure that they're soft. Okay, and the way that I know when my tomatoes are done is you can tell already just by looking at them that they look like they're soft and ready to be put in the blender, as well as the serrano peppers. Okay, so the next step is to take the tomatoes out and put them into a blender. I'm also going to use the garlic, and I'm also going to add the piece of onion that we added to this pot of water earlier. Okay, to my blender, I'm going to add 1 cup of chicken broth, 1 cube of chicken bouillon, salt, oregano, cumin, and 1 can of chipotle peppers. Now we're gonna blend this until smooth, and don't mind my plate. I lost the cap to my blender. I do have another blender, but sometimes I feel like the spices stay in them, so that's why I just continue to use this one. Now we wanna cut up our onion. Next, we want to shred our chicken. To a pan or a pot, you're gonna add a little bit of olive oil and let it heat up. All right, now we're gonna add the onion that we cut. Okay, we're gonna saute the onion for a couple minutes. Okay, now that my onions have a little bit of this golden brown to it, I'm gonna go ahead and add our shredded chicken into this pot. I'm gonna give this a good mix. I'm going to saute the chicken and the onions for about a minute or two. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and add our chipotle sauce. Give the chicken a good mix. Now we're gonna let it simmer. Okay, now that our chicken tinga is simmering, we're gonna turn off the heat. And now it's time to assemble the chicken tinga tostadas. Okay, to my tostada, I'm gonna add sour cream, the chicken tinga that we just made, shredded lettuce, avocado, and last but not least, I did forget to mention that I am gonna top off my chicken tinga tostadas with some queso fresco. And this is the queso fresco that I made myself. If you guys wanna learn how to make this queso fresco, I will make sure to leave the link down below in the description box. Okay, now our chicken tinga tostadas are ready to be served. Okay, so it's time to give our chicken tinga tostadas a taste test. These chicken tinga tostadas are so delicious. They're so good. They're messy, but it's completely worth it. I love the smoky taste that it gives off, especially because of the chipotle peppers. It has that smokiness taste to it, and it's absolutely one of my favorite things. I love a good smoky taste. I highly recommend this recipe. It is so good. It takes a little bit more time to do, but like I mentioned before, to cut your time in half, get some rotisserie chicken and shred that chicken instead of boiling your chicken. I think boiling your chicken takes more time because it took like 30 to 35 minutes for my chicken to boil. But if you get a rotisserie chicken, you don't have to do that, and that cuts half the time, and you'll have your chicken tinga in no time. Well, that is it for my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This recipe was so wonderful to make. I am so happy that I got to share this recipe with you all. I love chicken tinga tostadas. They're one of my favorite Mexican dishes. Now, I do have to say, I am a little intimidated by making Mexican food just because so much does go into a good Mexican dish. I mean, it's your time, it's your love, it's different ingredients, but that's why Mexican food is so delicious, because of all of these components. I'm gonna try to make more Mexican dishes for you guys. This was one of them, and again, it's not super quick and easy, but as I mentioned it before, you can make it quick. You can just buy your rotisserie chicken, and that will cut your time in half to make the chicken tinga tostadas. I will leave all of the ingredients and measurements down below in the description box. I will also leave my video link to how to make queso fresco in the description box. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye everyone.